Master of Magic offers a complex and bewildering array of spells, abilities, and races to choose from. Deciding what magic to practice, which abilities to use, what races will do well, and where to start is more than one can take in at first. Like our friend here, I have played and pondered long, seeking the truth in these matters. After playing a couple of games starting on Mirror, I became bold and started a game on Arcanus, leaving the island size set to large. Big mistake. I had two different wizards in my face almost immediately. Even though I made peace with them, they continued to scarf up all the goodies from nodes and lairs and such while I could only watch. So set the island size to small if you aren't going to choose the Mirren special ability. Node Mastery is perhaps the best special ability to have. The 3 spell books you must choose provide you with a chance at the most useful spells in the game: Water Walking, Spell Lock, Floating Island, Web, Confuse, and Flame Strike. In addition to doubling the power obtained from nodes, your spells will not fizzle when you are battling over a node, where some of the toughest combats in the game will be fought. Each color of magic has its own special ability. While taking one of these abilities, particularly the divine and infernal ones, may seem worthwhile, these picks will dilute the effect of taking so many spellbooks in one area. If you choose another spellbook instead, you will have 4 or 8 more spells, a greater number of which will be guaranteed. Monofocusing is a powerful multiplier. In effect, it gives you a 25% boost in power from all sources, though you will have to take 4 spellbooks in one discipline in order to have it. You may consider it a poor man's choice when specializing in death or life magics, since choosing it will give you one more pick to use for spellbooks. The next 3 picks make a powerful combination for those bent on world conquest. Being charismatic will greatly reduce your operating costs and keep those nasty old wizards off your back until you can crush them. Being able to buy artifacts and troops at half price is well worth the pick, especially when coupled with being famous. The description of the famous ability hardly does it justice. You'll have so many merchants, mercenaries, and heroes knocking on your door, you may want to put up a Do Not Disturb sign. If you're charismatic too, you can actually afford most of what they are offering. If you also take 2 books in life magic and cast Just Cause, you will be swamped with offers and pay little or no gold to maintain your troops. Being a warlord is expensive at 2 picks, but worth it. If you have chosen to be charismatic and famous, it is wonderful to have all those mercenaries and heroes immediately go up 1 rank as soon as they are hired. That additional level of experience will help keep them alive long enough to reach maturity, when they can be sent out on their own to bash nasties good and proper. For people who like a quiet game with little interruption of their early development, being a Mirren is just the thing. You can take it as writ that no one will mess with you for a long time, considering what the normal reception is at Wizardry Towers. Starting on Mirror is also the only way to choose 2 of the best races in the game: Dark Elves and Trolls. If there is one ability that is a waste, it's alchemy. Being an alchemist is a luxury you really can't afford. Any other choice made with this pick would be a better one. After playing so many games, I find that I almost never change power to gold or vice versa. Even those times when it is necessary, there is usually so much gold or mana that it doesn't matter that half is being lost. If mana is quickly needed, buy and sell off artifacts you don't need. You will get their cost in gold back as mana. Artificer is a good choice if you have a spare pick and you're not going to choose the famous charismatic combo. The hidden benefit of being able to trade the create item and create artifact spells to other wizards for good picks from them is almost reason enough by itself. Choose Conjuration if you plan to take 4 or more spellbooks in one color of magic, since it will vastly reduce the summoning costs of those fell beasts that are so expensive in mana to bring forth. Conjuration is a particularly boon companion to a specialty in death, chaos, or nature magics with their large number of summoned creatures. Here is the other half of the poor man's divine infernal power. Choosing Archmage and Monofocusing will provide many of the benefits of divine power and make your spells much harder to throw off, not to mention the additional spell casting skill so easily obtained. If you take 2 spellbooks each in sorcery, chaos, and nature magic, Rune Master is a good choice. Having 2 books in each of those categories means you can guarantee that you will have some, if not all, of those vital spells such as Web mentioned above. A very powerful combination of complementary choices would be 4 books in sorcery, 2 each in nature and chaos, Rune Mastery, Archmage, and Node Mastery, a selection that would make it nearly impossible for your spells to be broken. Sage Mastery is a throw-off pick, something to choose when you want to be fast out of the gate researching those early spells. I think this choice is worth a spellbook, but I wouldn't bet on it. Most of the other picks will show more direct benefits faster. If you take more than 3 books in one category, being a Sage Master could be well worth it. enabling you to get those rare and very rare spells ready for casting much sooner. On the whole, choosing to be a specialist in one category of magic is expensive, locking you out of trading spells with most of the computer opponents. The choices in this screen, taken from an online suggestion, work amazingly well. As leader of the halflings, this guy can take over both worlds quite easily. Next time we will look at the other half of the equation, which race is right for you, so keep those cards and gargoyles coming.